Okay, let's talk a little bit about your midterm project. I'm just going to show you how to draw your midterm project. So the first thing that you want to start out with is that you want 12 kind of sections. So I'm going to start right here in my middle. You can kind of put your middle, it does not have to be directly in the center, but you can kind of just put it within this center box kind of right here. If you want it off to one side a little bit, that's fine, to add a little bit more interest. So the first thing you are going to do is you're going to do some curvy lines from the center going outwards. And you kind of want your curvy lines to match a little bit. And you just want to go through and do that with 12 sections. Okay, now that I have my 12 boxes, you just want to make sure that you have your 12 because you're going to need each individual color. Now I'm going to go through, and every other one I'm going to kind of make kind of some stripes. So with your stripes, what you want to do is you want to start with going over in a curve like this. So you're going to go through and do a bunch of curves like this. And then on your next box, you are going to go off of those curves and you are going to go the opposite way. You're going to go curve under. And you want your lines to match up. So I'm curving under, curving under, curving under, curving under. Then I'm going to go back again and I'm going to do over this time. So you're just switching back and forth between curving under and curving over. So this one is all curving over. This one is going to be all curving under. You want your lines to match up. Okay, now I am done with that step. I basically just went in and I did every other. So I did this one under, and then I connected a line and did it kind of over, curve line, under, curve line, over. And it's really important you want all of your lines to match up to create this effect. So sometimes when you get to the edges, sometimes you see how it kind of ends right here. You are more than welcome to add a few more lines, even though they will not technically add up. So it really looks like it is going off the page and it is bigger than the actual page. Like on this one down here as well, I had to do that for this box over here, and then I matched them up down here. So even when you get to your end box, I think 12 was the last one I did, you want these two lines to match up. So I'll just go from this line to this line. So it really matches up all around and it's nice and congruent and looks really, really nice. After this step, what you're going to do is you are going to label your color wheel. So let's start with yellow. I'm going to say yellow, yellow, green, green, blue, green, blue, blue, violet, violet, red, violet, red, red, orange, orange, and the last one is yellow, orange. Okay, so this is just to help you out to where you're going to do each color. You can add these at the very bottom if you want. I do want them labeled in the end, so if you want to do it really neat and nice at the very bottom or however you want to do it, that's fine with me, but I do want these written in and labeled at the back. Okay, let's talk about coloring. So what I want you to do is on every other one, it's going to be one box is going to be color pencil, and then the next box is just going to be pencil. So let's start off, let's do the first box, color pencil, and let's start out coloring with our yellow. Or let's do red just so you guys can see it better. Okay, while I am doing this, I'm basically just going to go in, and now you're gonna go in and color. So every other one you're going to do one color, then you're going to do color pencil. So the really, really important part about this is the value. So let's go ahead and start with red. So the first one you can't see very well, so I'll just slightly color that in. But what you want to do is you want to have your lines curve with your box. You really want to go ahead and have that consistent value that we talked about with the cylinders, okay? And you want to have a consistent highlight, mid-tone, and then you really want to have a really strong shadow as well. So it's kind of hard to see on these little tiny ones, but as you get going up and up, let's see, I'm just going to do a little X on all the ones that I'm going to color. Okay, so let's try it on this bigger one so you guys can really see it. So I'm going to try to do my lines with these lines so that it really looks like it is moving, and it really looks like that they like are a ribbon or something like that. So you're gonna go in, you want to have your highlight, which you will just leave blank, so in the middle like this. You're gonna have a mid-tone, and you really want to use that really strong value to just shade it from light to dark, and then in the edges you can go back in and get it really, really dark. And it should look something like that. Remember, you don't want it to be streaky or anything. You want it to be a nice, even fade, so you can go back in and clean it up a little bit, and it should look something like this. Then on your next box, you are going to do the same thing with pencil. You want to do your pencil strokes so they are following with the line. You want to have a really strong shadow. And then you want it to fade to light, and you want your light to be consistent all the way throughout. So it should be kind of like a line going like this, going down for your lighted areas. Okay, that is basically your example. Your guys' will look really neat and nice. I just tried to do it quickly so that you guys could really see it. You can blend it out a little bit if you need to. Of course, you would erase the numbers and everything, and then once you are all done, it will look like I showed you on the other slideshow. There you go.